everyone, today I want to tell you about ethylene, which is actually a plant growth inhibitor as well as a plant growth promoter, but it is more of a plant growth inhibitor. The formula of ethylene is C2H4 because it's an alkene, so CnH2n. Now let's first talk about the discovery of ethylene. So it was H. Cousins who noticed that if you kept some unripened bananas next to ripened oranges, they released some gas which ripened the unripened bananas. So this gas is also released in tissues that are undergoing senescence. Senescence means aging, or fruits that are ripening, that are basically becoming mature. So in such fruits and in such tissues, this gas is released. Now let's talk about the physiological influence of ethylene. First is it helps in the horizontal growth of a seedling, swelling of the axis, and the apical hook formation in a dicot seedling. So all of these are basically about how a seed germinates underground and how it comes outside and how it swells up, how it forms an apical hook. So all of this happens in a dicot seedling. So this is the first point. Second is it promotes senescence and abscission of leaves and flowers. So when we talked about cytokinin, it talked about leaves and when we talked about cytokinins, we talked about it promoting the senescence of leaves. No, delaying the senescence of leaves. It didn't want leaves to get older because it caused cell division to happen, because of which leaves didn't mature. Same way, auxin was found to promote the senescence of leaves and fruits. Not senescence, abscission. So when it is promoting the abscission of leaves and fruits, it's because auxin is produced in the later stages when flowers have already changed to fruits. So it's only the ethylene gas that is helping in the abscission of leaves and flowers. Then let's talk about ripening fruits. So this ripening basically enhances the respiration rate, and this is known as respiration climax or respiration climactic in case of ethylene. Now it also helps to break seed and bud dormancy. So now you'll also see a lot of uses of ethylene where it's acting as a promoter, but for the majority of the part it acts as a thing supporting senescence, abscission. It mostly does that only. That's why it's more of an inhibitor. Then it initiates germination in peanut and potato tubers. So out of all the plants in the world, only 2 plants it is helping. It promotes internode or petiole elongation in deep water rice plants. So when our rice plants are underneath the water, to bring them above the water for pollination, for growth, etc., it helps in the internode as well as the petiole elongation. It also promotes root hair formation, root growth, to increase the surface area for absorption. It initiates flowering in mango. So out of all the plants, just mango. And it also helps to synchronize the fruits in pineapple. So the fruit formation, when it will be released, when it will be formed, all these things happen. It synchronizes in pineapple. Now let's talk about ethylene. So ethylene is an aqueous solution of ethylene. So it is your ethylene gas, which when you mix with water, it forms ethylene. So what it does is, it hastens fruit ripening in tomato and apple. So it basically increases the rate of ripening in tomato and apple. So you can again see the major function has become ripening. In fact, most of the farmers and all, as fertilizers or insecticides you think they're using now, they're actually using this ethylene or this ethylene gas only to ripen their bananas, etc., artificially in gas chambers. It also promotes female cucumber flowers, which means that if only female cucumbers are born on the plant, then obviously it will have more cucumbers, because female flowers will give cucumbers, male flowers won't give. So that's why it helps in the promotion of female flowers in cucumber. Also, it accelerates abscission in fruits and flowers. As I said again, fruits, flowers, leaves, everything abscission ethylene does. That's why people use it for causing their fruits, etc., to ripen earlier than they ripen usually. And that's why it's also used in thinning of cotton, cherries, and walnut. Thinning meaning removing some plants so that the other plants can grow better. So if you have like 100 plants sown there, and if you have like 75 plants, your 75 plants will be of better quality compared to quantity. So to do that, people do thinning. For that, they use abscission by means of ethylene. So this is all about ethylene.